But one of the things I've noticed about you since I've been interacting with you, and I've been really impressed with you, is that you are a go-getter. Where did that come from? I know you wrestled alligators, but were you always like, you pretty much self-made, you make it happen?
Yeah, my parents, both my dad is a Vietnam veteran and was in the Air Force, and you know, he struggled to get there, and then when he got into the Air Force, they kind of helped him, but he had to work so hard as a Vietnam veteran, and even afterwards, struggle against the things that happen when you are deployed. My mom was a farm worker. They were a very poor rice farming family that eventually became successful. So I think both my parents have worked so hard, and they've been such go-getters that they instilled that in me. But they too are a little surprised at how much I do and how much I go out and get things done. They've been very excited about me stepping up to run.
I can tell that you've been focused on the social unrest that has taken place in society. I've seen some of your social media conversations in places that I see you physically located at. You have a strong sensitivity about systemic racism, the Black Lives Matter movement, and everything else pertaining there too. Talk about that and how you see you as a politician fitting into opportunity for everybody.
It's something so near and dear to me. I am biracial, and I've grown up experiencing different forms of racism for many years. I mean, since I was a child, but also seeing that people around me, even people that are darker skinned, have it even harder than I do, which, you know, it took me a couple of years to kind of realize just how different it can be, because I've experienced it, but sometimes not even as bad as it has been for others. For whatever reason, in the past 3 years, 3.5 years, things have gotten worse than they've ever been in some cases. And watching my friends struggle just because of the color of their skin is just, to me, it just seems so ridiculously important to address. It is so important to address it. Our families, our communities are falling apart because of the systemic racism. We're losing father figures. We're losing people that we need in the community. And yeah, it's just something I'm very passionate about. I try and do everything I can, even when I'm campaigning. Sometimes it's not part of my campaign trail, but I know that I need to be there and stand up. So yeah, I have been at quite a few protests, quite a few marches and things like that.
What do you have to say to people to say under that same umbrella of diversity, inclusion, opportunity for everybody, making America what it aspires to be? When you are in office, what do you have to say to people? Say she is not going to turn her back on us? Oh,
I definitely won't. I have several plans, several priorities and plans in place for addressing a lot of the racial injustices that are happening. I think that they are very, very good plans. If I can get into office, I think that I can build a coalition even across the aisle with some of the people that maybe don't address racism. I believe that I'm very good at that. I've been very good at that, even in small communities, building coalitions. So once I get into office, because I have proven skills of being able to work with everyone from every different background, even a lot of my friends are conservative Republicans, but they believe in some of the policies I'm making. What I know is sometimes you have to appeal in an economic and financial side, and so some people need to hear that. And I know that there are ways to appeal to people to bring up a fair economy for everyone that works for basically everyone involved. So all of the legislators that I'll work for will actually be able to communicate with me, and I'll have things that work for everyone. When I'm elected, they'll see that I have so many different ways to solve these problems.